2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Thursday morning, September 20th, 2018. Good morning to you all this lovely Thursday morning, September the 20th, 2018, 9 a.m. And it is 63 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News at 9 a.m. is Chuck Grassley is at final line on Kavanaugh assault allegation. Trump is winning his trade war with China. Here's why they may not last. South Korea's moon further progress in North Korea will depend on the U.S. President Trump tells North Carolina man during the post-Floyd store to survey furrows as he's got a nice sport out of the deal. .3D printed gun fighter Cody Wilson charged with sexual assault. Florence death toll climbs to 36 as women in church fan drown. Church to establish new policy for sexual abuse by bishops. The FBI did investigate Anita Hill's accusation. It took 3 days. Philippines struck by an unprecedented landslide days after typhoon. Russia and China embraced uneasily aim for desirable world order. Vladimir Putin whispered to Donald Trump about deep state conspiracies, ruined their friendship. U.S. seeking to negotiate a treaty with Iran. Norton drug suspects ordered held in jail without bail as dangers. When thieves stole from late son's car, West Virginia didn't sit still. Sturdy Hospital in Attleboro says nurse revenue would cost it over $5 million. Jack Ma scraps his pledge to create 1 million U.S. jobs, but was it ever serious? Wall Street reference Sky takeover settled by rare auction. Trump blames OPEC for rising oil prices. He said U.S. will remember. And Under Armour cut 3% of its workforce. Look at that stock today. 158 was 80 points, 26.5 points. 76 SP 5 up 3.64, 29.07, but 95. Nasdaq 6.07 at 79.50.04. News from the wire. At General Airlines fight in India to turn back to the fight as low cabin pressure chaos. Some passengers experience earaches and nosebleeds. South Korea's moon wants U.S. to resume talks with North Korea. North Korea sends Walpine mushrooms as gift to South. Moon can visit North Sacred Volcano Mountain on summits filed today. Production of cocoa in the plant used to make cocaine rose to its highest level of 2017. Despite costly U.S. efforts to eradicate it. Trade talks between the Comcast Fox for Sky. GOP senators Kavanaugh's accusers testify next week or we will vote. A year after Hurricane Maria, recovery still focused on Puerto Rico. The U.S. Man pleads guilty to gun mishap at Mansfield apartment. Attleboro, controversial knows the issue was taken up deep in the night on Tuesday was put in results of Attleboro Post. Shake the Milky Way. Bye-bye bugs. Scientists fear non-pest insects are declining. SpaceX disruptor engineers flight readiness for BFR spaceship hop tests. Millions of U.S. teens are vaping marijuana. FDA launches crackdown on epidemic. Easton, Equine, and someone else detected a mosquito in Massachusetts. Low contact, better where it equals more vegetables than nuts. New MCBD processor company sent over the nuts bill. Peter Children's time is 9:05 on this Thursday morning, going to the Thursday afternoon, and it's Thursday morning. It's time now for a sports report. Also, Red Sox try to seal the AL East. Ran into a big bump at Yankee Stadium as they got thrashed by the New York Yankees 10-1. So the Yankees go ahead at 7 o'clock. Millions of U.S. teens are vaping marijuana at the launches crackdown epidemic. Last night, the Wheaton Knights defeated the Simmons Sharks 3-1 on 2 goals by Michelle Connolly and 1 by Elizabeth Halbrick. Justin Sheffield performs high wire after the MLB debut. Vontae Davis explains why he retired from the NFL in the middle of the Sheffield performs high wire after the MLB debut. Vontae Davis explains why he retired from the NFL in the middle of the Bills game. Ravens fined $200,000 for an NFL policy violation. And the Week Not Lancers cross country team will have a game against the Bellingham Blackhawks. Peter Chill news time. 9:06 on this Thursday morning, and it's time now for Peter Channel traffic and transit check. Baby, let's study off on the NBA with looking good in the subway can rail the ferries. Okay, look at the highways and byways. In Rhode Island, it's 95 stop outside, and it's looking good. It's a little slow from Pawtucket to downtown Providence. 146 stop outside. It's moderately slow from 50 to 95 in downtown Providence. 185 westbound side, and so between 114 in Bristol area to downtown Providence. 95 northbound side, and then so between Work area to the Providence. 13 westbound side, so the Newport stretch, and 185 eastbound side, also Dartmouth stretch. 24 northbound side, so between 44 Taunton area to Route 128 Canton. Route 3 to southbound side, also 228 Rockland, and 3 to the northbound side, so between 18 and Waving down to Prince Cheese. 95 northbound side, and so between the Route 1 and Trent out to Route 128 in Canton. 495 on the southbound side, it's slow before the Mass Bank in Hockenhead. Board Bridge on the southbound side, so a little slow. Summer Expressway, both ends is back between the Breakthrough Split down to the Mass Bank. 120 on the southbound side, so between Kenton and the Breakthrough Split. 120 on the northbound side, it's so between Route 135 and Edom on Route 20 and Wharf M. Summer Expressway, both ends back between the Boston and the Breakthrough. Mass Bank eastbound side, so between Natick and the Southeast Expressway and downtown Boston. Mass Bank westbound side, so between Logan Airport. 93 both ends in downtown Boston and backed up. 93 southbound side, so between 485 and Andover line in the Zinc Bridge in downtown Boston. 93 on the northbound side also. Andover stretch 120 on the southbound side, so between Route 95 and in Peabody all the way down to Route 2 and next to the Route 2 westbound side also. Next to the 2 eastbound side also around the Fresh Park Parkway. Cambridge 3 to the southbound side, so between 485 and low down to 120 in the Middleton. Route 2 eastbound side, so between Acton and Concord. 485 on the southbound side, so the Hudson stretch. 29 eastbound side also. Barbara stretch and 29 eastbound side, so between the back down the Route 9 and Worcester 146 on the northbound side, so 29 Worcester and Mass Bank eastbound side, so between 395 and Oxford on Route 146 in Millbury. Peter Chill news time is 9:08 on this Thursday morning. It's time now for a weather report. Looking at the radar, satellite loop shows some patchy rain showers down around the Cape Downs and off Plymouth, Massachusetts, but otherwise it's a clear blue start to the morning and a little cool and a fall-like start to the morning with temperatures currently in the upper 50s to low to mid 60s in southern New England. Right now, 61 degrees on temperature, humidity at 90%, 2.58 degrees barometer. Today, most of the skies with a high 68 degrees, northwest about 68 miles an hour, a mix of sun and clouds. Tonight, most skies about 53 degrees, and east at about 5 miles coming to the east for Friday. Punch skies about 72 degrees, light southeast wind becoming 7 and 6 and 11 miles in the morning for Friday night. Slight chance of showers between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. Then a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after 4 a.m. Most of the skies about 64 degrees, and south about 11 to 30 miles, and gust side 23 miles an hour, anticipation is 20%. Saturday, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before 7 a.m. Then a slight chance of showers between 7 a.m. and noon, punch mild before 7 a.m. wise. Most of the sun's got about 72 degrees west, about 6 to 9 miles an hour coming to north in the afternoon, anticipation 20%. Saturday, punch got about 52 degrees for Sunday, punch Sunday, mostly cost got about 68 about 50 degrees for Monday, most sunny punch cost about 65 about 51 degrees. Tuesday, punch Sunday, most cost about 67 about 61 degrees, anticipation 30%. Wednesday, chance of showers, Wednesday, chance of showers, punch wise. Most of the cost about 75 degrees, anticipation is 40%. And that's going to be it for the Peter Chill Morning News at 9 a.m. in this. Furthermore, September 20th, 2018, Peter will be have a good morning, a good positive, to be have a good day.